First, it was the chairperson of the panel, Dr. Madeleine Ajani, who raised the issue of administrative procedure in the transfer and payment of allowances of a transfer staff.
We seem to be giving a lot of authority and power to both the command, the state commander or controller, and the zonal controller. And so they are using it in a very punitive way against officers. That's what we are beginning to see. And so the supervisory role of the headquarters is not good enough. Because if I see an officer being moved around so frequently, I should ask questions. What is happening? Ask the coordinator or the controller who is moving. And whatever it is, also know why talk to the officer. Because these postings are quite abnormal.
The chairperson asked for the clarification following the complaint of a serving officer, Superintendent Idasa Loki, who, within his 23 years in the Correctional Service, has been transferred 25 times.
By March 2019, as a result of this microfinance issue, I was transferred to Zone H Makurdi from Lagos with a radio message. I've not even spent up to 2 years at the zonal headquarters Lagos. From there, subsequent transfers started coming up. From Zone H Makurdi, after spending some months there, in March 2021, I was also transferred again to Medium Correctional Facility Makurdi, to beef up security. After 7 months I spent 7 months there. Other people were returned back to their station. I was transferred directly to Wase in Jos. When I got to Wase in Jos, I lost my mother. I took excuse from the officer in charge, Wase. Let me go and bury my mother. I was pouring sand in the grave of my mother. The in charge called me that I've been transferred again. After spending 6 months at Wase, I've been transferred to Jos Correctional Center. I told him, okay, let me finish with my mother's burial. I will go and report. He started disturbing with calls, disturbing that I should go and report. I said, you have told me, I will go. I'm not through with my mother's burial. So when I finished, I traveled back to Jos to report at my new station. When I got to that station, another transfer was initiated on 10th September 2021, which relocated me to Maximum Correctional Facility, Jos. Just 4 months at that Jos Correctional Center, I was also transferred again to Lamingo Custodial Center, which is just 4 months in that facility. There are a lot of things that happened that after I was transferred to Lamingo Open Custodial Center, Jos, that was the only place I spent 16 months. Further transfers were initiated. On the 8th of June 2023, I was transferred to Medium Facility, Lantang, in Lantang. After spending 16 months in Lamingo, I was transferred to Lantang. And the distance is much. I have not committed an offense. I have not done anything against correctional. Somebody will explain to me the next thing, I'll just see my name on transfer.
The representative of the Correctional Service attempted to list conditions in which an officer could be transferred, an explanation which did not sit well with the panel.
The issue of deployment in practice in the Nigerian Correctional Service has many issues surrounding it. Number one, the first deployment. In most cases, the junior ones, level 6 downwards, assistant inspectors downwards. They are mainly deployed to where their immediate community, where they are conversant with. But the senior ones, they are deployed in most cases to other places. It's only the junior ones that are mostly within the immediate surroundings. That is, after the appointment and possibly recruit training. After that, postings could be general. When there's promotion, there's always reshufflement. people are posted outside their immediate environment, especially if they have outgrown that facility, they are posted out. Then another issue is postings could be as a result of internal operations within commands. So sometimes within the command, if for lack of sufficiency of staff or for one security situation or the other, the controller within the command can easily move people around to go and work in particular places. But the problem with most of our young officers is that both the person that spoke yesterday and this present case, most of them want to stay in their immediate environment, and that causes problems sometimes because it is where your services are needed that you are posted to.
Say that all my postings within 25 years I was posted 23 times. I mean, within 23 years I was posted 25 times. That it doesn't strike him as being normal. If it is normal in the service, maybe we should also ask for other officers record of service to see how the pattern of your postings.
You know, the attitude of the panel has been such that it's very transparent and it's looking at what is just and what is not just.
Yes.
And we don't even need to go too far to see that if what has been relayed in this report and been said is true, it doesn't look no.
Yes.
So what we had asked is that you go back and give a proper, because it's important. He may not be the only one.
The controller in that state needs to appear here tomorrow.
Sharp.
The contract will tell us why he's moving the man around. Whether it's the state controller or it's the zonal controller, he needs to be here tomorrow. Unfailingly.
Sharp.
The one
On the 7th day of the panel sitting, other complaints include wrongful retirements of service officers were handled. The secretary of the panel, Dr. Uju Agomo, gave a summary of the issues and the positions of the panel.
Highlights for today had been on issues regarding activities surrounding transfers, the process of transfers, and the entitlement of correctional officers in the course of those transfers. There have also been issues that had actually come up in terms of the processes where funds are deducted from staff salary for the purpose of their welfare or any other reason. The panel had highlighted the need to have submitted to it all of the deductions that are made to staff salaries.
The panel continues its sitting on Wednesday, 12th March 2025. In Abuja, Chimize Zadema for Signature TV.